Hey team, this is Thomas and Tyler, and today I'm going to do part 2 of my process of how I prepare and smoke beef brisket. So in the first component, I shared with you how I prepare and season the meat, and I put it in the refrigerator for an overnight cycle, and I seal it in some 2-gallon Ziploc bags. What I did this morning, this is Sunday morning, I got up this morning and I prepared the smoker so that I could go to church. And so I got up this morning and got all the wood stacked, got the grill cleaned out. I'm sorry, got the smoker cleaned out, removed all the ashes, stacked the wood, just got it completely ready. So when I got home from church, I could just immediately light the fire. When I got home from church at noon, I set the meat out so it could be rising to room temperature. It's been about an hour and it's about there. In the meantime, when I got home from church, I lit the fire, and it takes about an hour for the fire to get up to about 500 degrees, and then it cools down to about 250 to 300, and that's the temperature with which I put the meat on the smoker. So what I've done is I've got the Ziploc bags right here, and I'm going to place them on the smoker, and I separated each piece and I weighed them this morning so that one brisket, half of it is 3.3 pounds, one is 3.4 pounds, and the small Angus comes in at 2.5 pounds. So using the math of an hour to an hour and a quarter per pound, this is going to be around a 5 to 5.5 hour smoke job in its entirety. And I'm going to take you through the process of how I do that. So it's now about 1 o'clock, and I'm going to go ahead and put these on the smoker. I'm going to show you how I do it. So you want to make sure that the fluid does not leak out. So you open it up. I'm going to open all of them up at once. Making sure, again, the fluid doesn't leak out. That's kind of the tricky part. And I've got each bag marked with how much it weighs. So this is the biggest one right here. It's 3.3 pounds. And I'm retaining the fluids for use later. Fat side up. It's got that fat cap on there. You want the fat side to be up. I put it there in the middle. This one was 3.2 pounds. Again, I retain the liquid. This is the fatty cap. Now I've got that small 2.5 pound brisket. You may be wondering why I laid it on top like that. I did that on purpose. So now I'm just going to shut this. And those will sit right there for about 2 hours. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve this fluid. I'm going to pour it into a pan. I'm going to set the pan on top of the lid of the smoke box so that these fluids come to a boil. And once they come to a boil, these are going to be the fluids I'm going to use to baste the brisket throughout the smoke process. So that's what I'm going to do next.